This is a really old story. Our band went on a small tour to a college town somewhere in the Midwest. I won't bother telling you who we were. Just think of us as a nameless indie band. You could tell right away. No sound trucks, no lighting crew, and most clubs couldn't even pronounce our name properly. But we loved what we did. That day, like always, we roughly packed our gear and headed to a club near the campus. I don't remember the club's name. The sign was dim, and outside looked a bit run down, but inside was surprisingly clean. Old band photos hung on both sides of the stage. When we arrived, the opening band was just finishing their rehearsal. What we got was a pitcher of soda water and a couple of $2 meal tickets. The menu was simple: hot dogs, fries, and all-you-can-eat pork rinds. A joke, obviously. No one ordered it, and the kitchen was quiet. The show started at 9 p.m., and we were the last act. The audience was barely a handful. The lighting wasn't too dark, so faces were pretty clear. Just a few members of the opening band, and one striking black woman. She was tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a green tank top with a plaid shirt tied around her waist. She looked at us coldly, arms crossed, without blinking once. Still, we played like we always did. Between songs, only the opening band members clapped. Otherwise, silence. When the last song ended, she booed. But I appreciated that she stayed from start to finish. After packing up the gear and loading the van, we went back inside the club. We always do a John Ovi check. It started as a joke. John used to forget stuff before every show. His wallet, his gear, once even his shoes. So now, before we leave, someone always says it. Did you do the John Obi check? Just means don't forget anything. That's when we noticed a man standing in the corner. He quietly said, "Great show." "Thank you. But where were you?" I asked. He pointed with his hand toward the wall behind the stage. "I was watching from back there." We were a bit taken aback. How is that possible if it's just a wall? But soon we thought, maybe he was outside a window, or there was something we didn't know about. So we let it slide. He introduced himself as Sam Preston, wearing an old band t-shirt, shorts, and sandals. His hair was messy. No beard. His eyes looked a little vacant, but nothing strange. Sam said, "If you don't have a place to stay, you can sleep at my place." The conditions were simple. Come in quietly, sleep in the garage, no shower, and leave before 6 a.m. He mentioned he had several roommates, and everyone had classes. We gratefully accepted. Sam rode a bike ahead of us. We chatted over soda water and left past midnight. Following Sam's directions, the road started to get bumpy. We only realized the road had turned to gravel. At some point, we were on a dirt road. There were almost no streetlights, just dense trees on both sides. All three of us looked out the windows. Is this the right way? Suddenly, a light turned on at a house's porch, and someone waved. From a distance, we couldn't see clearly, but it looked like Sam. That must be it. We drove forward, and then, "Hey! Hey! Tree!" someone shouted, and the driver slammed on the brakes. The car stopped with a screeching sound. The headlights illuminated a massive tree that had suddenly appeared. Its bark was rough, and fog swirled around it. If we had gone a few centimeters more, we would have crashed into it. Catching our breath and looking outside, the house where the light was on, and the waving figure, everything was gone. It was completely silent. Hey, that tree wasn't here before. The road was straight. How was this suddenly in front of us? We sat there stunned. Suddenly, a silhouette appeared again from the right forest. It had to be the same person who waved at the porch before. But this time, it was standing in a different place, a different direction. The distance was unclear and we couldn't see the face, but all of us silently looked at each other. Let's go. No one suggested going back again. We all thought the same thing. This isn't right. We need to leave. Fortunately, after a while, we saw familiar city lights and safely arrived back at the club. The bartender was still cleaning up. We knocked, and he let us in. We asked right away, "Do you know Sam Preston?" At that point, we thought it was just a simple, weird incident. Just something strange happened. But we didn't connect that silhouette with Sam. Now looking back, we realized we were completely haunted. The bartender took out a cigarette and quietly said, "That name? Where did you hear it?" "Sam was here at the show. He said he'd let us stay the night." Sam, that guy died 3 years ago, around this time of year. He was riding his bike out of the club. A drunk touring band hit him and ran away. We were speechless. That day, it was exactly like today. After the show, Sam rode his bike out. We headed straight to the next town. No one slept. We felt like someone was watching us from behind. After that, the band continued. But every show, I checked every face in the crowd. If I saw someone unfamiliar approach me, my heart would freeze. In the end, we broke up the band after only a few months. I can't explain it, but I never wanted to experience anything like that again.